What's up YouTube? Holiday from Console Kings here, back again with another video. And today I want to do a video on how to be good at the Void Room when playing Destiny 2 and fighting Callus in the Leviathan Raid. So basically what's going to happen is that you're going to go into the throne room, you're going to kill your ads. Everyone at some point is going to be teleported into the Void Room. For the guys who are staying in the Void Room, I would recommend just stay out of the way. Let the guys who are going back into the throne room run forward, grab their orb so they can be teleported back into the throne room. Once that happens, go ahead and find your position in front of the first barrier. What I recommend is lining up left to right with one guy on the far left, one guy in the middle, and then one guy on the far right. Position yourself in front of the barrier. Make sure that you're not positioned in front of any of the holes or any of the tiles that are like slightly sticking up. That's gonna throw you up into the air once the barrier disappears as you're being sucked forward. So you want to make sure that you position yourself in a path that's clear. Now if you have a tile that's miles ahead of you, or way ahead of you before the that's not going to affect you, you can change later. But for the immediate future, as you're being pulled forward or getting ready to be pulled forward, you want to make sure that there's no tiles in front of you, no missing tiles in front of you, things of that nature. What's going to happen is that at some point you're all going to see a symbol on the top of Callus's head in the Void Room. What I recommend is start from left to right, call out your symbol, make sure that you're quick with the calls. So the guy on the left of me, he'll make his call. So say for example that he sees Chalice, he'll call Chalice. Whatever I see, I'll then make my call. So in my video, I see Axis, I call out Axis. And then the last guy, he'll call out his call. Let's say for example he sees the sun, so he'll call out sun. What that does is that tells the guys in the throne room, hey, he did not call out dog, he did not call out boar or beast, whatever you want to call it. Kill that scion that's sitting on the beast pillar. After you do that, there's the first barrier. There's going to be two scions that pop up left and right. You want to make sure that you team shoot those scions and get them down as soon as possible. If you don't, those scions will explode and then it's a wipe. You have to start over. Now in this video you can see that I was pulled forward a little bit early and the scion on the right was not killed. When that happens, make sure that you turn around and start shooting that scion. Don't just forget about him, or don't rely on just one person to kill that scion. Definitely turn around and help them out. That'll save you a bunch of frustration on dying at that first barrier. So then as you come to the second barrier, it's going to be the same thing. Everyone wants to make sure that they're at their correct location. One on the left, one in the middle, one on the right. You're going to be looking at the top of Callus's head for your symbol to get ready to call it out. And then you want to position yourself so you're not in front of any holes or any tiles that are sticking up that's going to cause you to fly off into the air and ultimately die. So once the call outs are made, this second go round, you're going to see that there are scions that spawn. These scions are scions that are actually on the ground and not in a bubble. The first thing you want to do is take out the scions that are on the ground. If you fail to take out those scions, or you wait too long to kill those scions, what will happen is that they'll do their super move where they shoot the stream or the ball, the void ball towards you, and what that does is it knocks you up in the air. If you knocked up in the air here, there's no way to recover from it. You're pretty much dead. So you don't want that to happen. So take those guys out immediately. Once you take those guys out, you're going to have your two scions in the orb spawn on the left and right. You want to kill those guys, just as before. Now you can see on this third time around, as we get pulled forward and we start shooting the scions that are on the ground, that there are some pillars or some tiles that are up pointed towards the sky that these scions are hiding behind. Killing these scions in this situation is critical. So what I recommend is paying attention to the different tiles on each side. So for example, you can see that both the guy on the left and the right have tiles pointed in the air. That makes it harder for them to kill their scion. So guy in the middle should be helping out, trying to help them kill their scion before that scion can get off a super move. Sometimes the pillars are just on one side. So for example, there will be a tile or a pillar facing upward just on the right side. So what that means is that if it's on the right side, the guy on the left should shoot to the right to help the guy on the right kill his scion. If he doesn't, the guy on the right is going to have trouble killing his scion because his scion is hiding behind a tile. What will happen is that he'll end up shooting his super move and either knocking the guy on the left up in the air or the guy on the right up in the air. But either way, someone's going to get knocked up in the air. So you're going to have to work together to kill those scions and calling it out, saying, hey, I need help. Hey, I have a pillar where I can't see my guy on left side, need help. That's going to help you out in the long run. Make sure that you definitely communicate. If you don't, you try to play hero or you try to wing it and you end up dying, that's not going to be good. Guys are going to get frustrated. You're going to have guys, arguing, guys just backing out for no reason, rage quitting and things like that. So you're basically going to do the same thing. Try to stay focused. Make sure that you don't let the small things kill you, like the hole, you getting popped up in the air, you missing the scion. And then that should get you all the way to the head. Once you get close to the head, what you want to do here, I recommend if you have a warlock, to have that warlock put out a rift. That rift is going to help keep you alive. Also, if the warlock is using the perk where the rift shoots additional orbs at whatever you're fighting, that's going to help you get more skulls. So you can see in our video that we had a guy die in the throne room. If a guy dies, I would say don't lose your composure, because at this point you want to try to kill as many skulls as you can. So if a guy dies, just keep fighting and keep doing what you're doing unless you hear someone on your team say, hey, it's a wipe. If you don't hear that, just keep doing what you're doing and continue moving forward. So what we do is we pop a rift, and then we all stand in that rift and we start shooting the skulls, trying to get as many skulls as possible. The best weapons to use at this point, I would say auto rifles are the best. Anything with a lot of bullets is going to help you get a lot of skulls here. You can see my teammates are using the Cold Heart. The Cold Heart has a lot of bullets, plus it's a steady laser beam stream, so you can get a lot of kills with it. Personally, I like to save my Cold Heart for when I'm doing DPS to Callus, but these guys, we've done it a few times. We've done it every week on all characters, so it hasn't been an issue. So they kind of, do whatever they feel at the moment. So you'll kill all your skulls. A good tip is that after the head stops spitting out skulls, don't just run and grab your orb to be teleported back into the throne room. Make sure you stand there and get those last little bit of skulls, because every skull helps. Kill those last little bit of skulls, grab your orb, and then everyone's teleported back into the throne room. Now you can see here what I'm doing is I'm killing some of these ads. I'm meleeing the ads. Typically I would not do that, but with this raid, sometimes or a lot of times you run out of ammo. So if you melee a few of the dogs, a couple of those ads that die with just a single melee, you'll be able to pick up some ammo, and then you can do DPS on Callus. As far as the rotation, what we do on the rotation is we start with the back left pillar. We'll get everyone grouped up. We'll say jump on. Everyone jumps on. We'll do DPS, and then we'll rotate to the back right pillar, do DPS, and then we'll move counterclockwise. The reason we move counterclockwise is that what happens is that once you get to your last pillar, you're going to be right in front of Callus. So the closer you are, the easier it should be to hit Callus. So we recommend that method. We've done it other ways also. It's just what we choose to do, and it seems to work pretty good every time we do it. So with that being said, that's pretty much all there is on being good at the Void Room. Once you've done it a few times, you'll find out that it's fairly easy. I think the guys in the Throne Room have a harder job, but of course that's up for debate. But that's it for today. Once again, it's Holiday from Console Kings. Be sure to like, subscribe, get in the comments, and once again, keep gaming.